for you today. So can you hear me actually? If yes, could you write in the chat so that I would be able to know that there is sound? Yes, okay. Thank you. You're already writing to me. Thank you very much. Thank you for everybody. All right. So today we are here for you to present our college. And we have prepared some different presentations, and during these presentations you can write the questions in the chat, and then we will try to answer them for you. And first of all, we will start with a short video. There you will learn about some details about our college, and you will see one of our students in this interview. So let's start with a video.
Hello everybody, welcome to the presentation of Vilnius College of Technologies and Design. First of all, I have a question to you. Do you want to turn your hobby into profession? If yes, you have chosen a really good presentation for listening, because the studies and the academic community of Vilnius College of Technologies and Design can help your dream to come true. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Milda, and I am International Relations Officer at Vilnius College of Technologies and Design. And with me today, we have here our third year student, Roberta. Hello, Roberta.
Hi.
We are both going to make this presentation to you, during which we are going to try to explain why is it worth joining the community of Vilnius College of Technologies and Design, which we also call in the abbreviated form the VTDK. Now let's dive into some useful statistical data. So at our college, we have 48 dormitories in which our students develop their practical skills. As we have in total 16 study programs at the college, our laboratories are diverse. For example, the Multimedia Design Study Program, we have filming pavilion, animation studio, and so on. And for civil engineering students, we have laboratory of materials science and standardization, and many more. Our college is proud of the high graduate employment rate, which reaches 92.45%. So if you choose to study at Vilnius College of Technologies and Design, you are definitely going to be in demand in the labor market. By choosing our college, you are not going to feel stressed in the search for the accommodation, because we provide dormitory placement for everyone if needed. It is worth mentioning that one of the strongest sides of Vilnius College of Technologies and Design is the practical aspect of our studies. Why so? First of all, as I have said earlier before, we have 48 laboratories at the college, and also each student throughout its 3 years studies carries out 3 internships in different companies. Our college has closely established partnerships with various social partners, which are the employers of our students. These are companies which carry out visits of the students, give lectures, organize internships, and even recruit students after their graduation. The college also works with a variety of business leaders to update its curriculum and adapt it to the changing labor market. Another important thing about Vilnius College of Technologies and Design is that we stand out with the engineering and design synergy. How does it work? Well, the students from different study programs and sometimes from different high schools and even from different countries unite for a common project, as for example, our design and engineering students created the first Lithuania student formula, which meets the international requirements for foreign competition participation. With this formula, we took part in the international competitions on various occasions. Another interesting fact about Vilnius College of Technologies and Design is that we collaborate with society. Our students and teachers create various problem-solving projects for non-profit organizations and communities. As for example, our students created projects, among others to be mentioned, of self-repair asphalt, graffiti eater, folding residential container wagon, and many more. An outstanding feature of Vilnius College of Technologies and Design is that the studying process here is based on close teacher and student communication. As our graduates say, VTDK is like home because here the teachers are students' friends who not only help to gain professional knowledge, but also advise them on various personal matters. The VTDK teachers see students as their colleagues. They discuss with them the assignments in detail, ask students' opinion on the study process, and so on and so forth. So how is our college structured? We are based in Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania, and we have two campuses. One campus is for the design and technical study program students, and another one is for the administration and civil engineering students. This year we have approximately 2,000 students at the college. We have 5 study programs for full-time foreign students. For the Multimedia Design Study Program, while studying here, the students learn the secrets of composition, color science, filmmaking, sounds, animation, and many more interesting aspects of multimedia. After graduating the Graphic Design Study Program, the students have competencies in illustration, information graphics, publishing, pre-printing process, visual communication, corporate style, advertising, internet and computer game design, etc., etc. After graduating the Civil Engineering Study Program, the students have necessary knowledge for preparation of structures design, organization and implementation of new structures building, reconstruction, maintenance and supervision of existing structures, execution of structures of technical supervision, etc., etc. Our Transport Logistics Study Program graduates are managers who are able to plan, organize, manage, and control the activities of transport logistics enterprises for ensuring quality of these activities. As for the studies of electrical and automation engineering, the students are taught to analyze, design, implement automation and mechatronics devices to modernize them, control, and apply in practice. And of course, Vilnius College of Technologies and Design is about the community. Our students participate in various competitions, events, they work together after the lectures, and even, as you can see it in these pictures, they contribute to the decoration of Vilnius and other cities and towns in other countries. As for example, these statues that you can see in the picture on top were made by our students in Poland, the city of Gdansk. In fact, our student Roberta is the person who is actively involved in various activities of Vilnius College of Technologies and Design. Roberta, could you tell us please a few words on how do you value your time in Vilnius College of Technologies and Design? What projects are you involved in?
Well, my time studying at Vilnius College of Technology and Design is quite active, as I try to participate as much as possible in all of the activities that are organized by the college, such as art workshops, Vilnius events, as well as I took part in Erasmus internship and studies in Poland.
It is nice to hear. The time in VTDK is great for you, Roberta. And how about the lectures? Could you tell us a few words about the practical tasks?
So there were a lot of different tasks. We had to get to know the architecture of the city, to analyze its parts, visit museums, or even taking part in interior design competitions.
Okay, that's great. And how do the teachers view the student at VTDK? What kind of connection is there at the college between the student and the teacher?
The lecturers look at the student as a future professional in that field of study. For that reason, they kindly help with difficulties and develop a close but professional connection with students.
Thank you, Roberta, very much for joining us today. And for all the rest, we would like to say thank you very much for participating in our presentation. We're looking forward to receiving your questions, if you might have any. And finally, we're looking forward to seeing you becoming a part of our community.
All right, so that was our short video presentation. And now we have prepared you a small PowerPoint presentation here with most often asked questions, because we are receiving many questions throughout the year for those students who want to study as a full-time students at our college. So most of the answers actually there on our website. So if you go to our website, the most information is there, but sometimes the students just miss, sometimes they don't find all the information. So that's why we put here everything in one PowerPoint, most commonly asked questions, right? Answers to those questions. And now I can see one question by one of the attendees. Is there a language school? Which language school do you mean? English or Lithuanian language, right? Because in Lithuania, where it's the country where we are located, the official language is Lithuanian, right? But our studies are carried out for the foreigners in English, and some of the lecturers also speak Russian. Yes. So we don't have any language school in our college, but there are many language schools in Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania, where our college is located. Yes. Right. So what is the size of our college, right? So we have around currently we have around 2,000 students at the college, and there are around 200 lecturers working with us. Yes, so you can continue writing these questions in the chat, and then let's see in this presentation. I believe that you will find many answers here, right, at the same time. So once again, let's repeat that we are providing 5 full-time study programs at Vilnius College of Technologies and Design currently in English language, right, for foreigners. So this is civil engineering, transport logistics, electrical and automation engineering, graphic design, and multimedia design study programs. Right, all study programs last 3 years, and upon the graduation, the students receive 180 ECTC credits. The study fees per year for each study program are the following. So for the transport logistics, the students pay 2,100 euros annually. For the civil engineering and electrical and automation engineering study programs, the students are paying 2,463 euros. And for our 2 design study programs, this is graphic design and multimedia design study programs, the students have to pay 3,776 euros per year. And there is 40 euro registration fee, which has to be paid after the student is admitted at the college. Right. So the deadline to submit all the application documents is very fast. Actually, it is the 15th of May. So all the application documents you have to send via email to us, international@vtdko.lt. This email, if you forget, is on our website, yes, and also the deadline is there on our website. So the 15th of May. So which documents you have to submit? So you have to submit the application form. You have to download it on our website. It is there. When you go to our website, go to English part of the website and then choose full-time international and then full-time studies. Don't mix it up with Erasmus, which is in international section as well. So you have to go to full-time studies, and there's all the information over there. Right. So for submitting your documents, you have to download the application form and fill it out. You have also to add your photo, digital photo in the application form. You have also to send us your education documents. It's either certificate or diploma with your supplements. Also, you have to send us your TOEFL or IELTS certificate for English language confirmation. If it happens that you don't have either of these certificates, you can also do a video call with us, so for us to be able to check your English language knowledge. And this video call will take after the 15th of May, So when you are submitting your application documents, you just need to write that you would like to have the video call with us to confirm your English language level, right? Okay. So for those students who want to study graphic design or multimedia design study programs at the college, you have also to submit your creative portfolio, right? So it is a collection of your works, and all the requirements for this creative portfolio are also there on our website. All the information is there in English, yes. And also you have to add a copy of your personal identification document, and it needs to be a passport if you're not from European Union. All right. Other information. So we organize only one intake per academic year. The studies start always on the September the 1st. In our college and in Lithuania also, the students must have private insurance. So you have to insure yourself before coming to our college, right? You have to have a private health insurance for 3 years. And for those who are not European Union citizens, you need to obtain visa. So when after you are admitted at the college, we will provide you the intermediation document directly to the embassy. So we're doing online now with the embassies, right? So I can see now another question by Alia in the chat. Will it be online or offline studies this year? All right. So it's a good question, and this question we receive very often. Yes, it is a very actual question in this pandemic times. So actually, we cannot answer to you if it will be online or offline, because it depends all on the pandemic situation in the country. Of course, we are willing to have these physical lectures with you, because if the government allows us, of course, we will have physical studies. Excuse me. Yes, of course, we will have physical lectures. So last year, when the pandemic hit Europe in spring, so we had online lectures for a few months. Then we started having physical lectures again. And in autumn semester, it started in September. Again, we had physical lectures, but then the situation again was not good. As you know, throughout Europe, most countries were again were not in a good situation. So again, in December, we started having online lectures. Until now, we are doing it online, right? But as soon as government allows us, we are going to have offline lectures again. So this question is very important, because besides full-time students at the college, we also have Erasmus students from other countries of Europe. So they're always asking same questions again, but it does not depend on us. We always prefer to have physical lectures, but we need the government permission. Currently, we are in the quarantine until the end of this month. So currently, we are doing everything online. But as soon as the government allows us, and as soon as the situation improves in the country, we are going to do it offline, right? So I hope I have answered this question. So now, yes. So now another slide. It's about the dormitories, right? So for those students, very often we receive this question about accommodation, right? Some of the students decide to have their private accommodation, and then they are renting a flat or a room somewhere outside of the college. But also we have dormitories at our college, and then the students can choose between paying, sorry, the slides are jumping for some reason. So the students can pay, can choose two kind of rooms at the dormitory. It's either 70 euros room or 120 euros room. So for the 70 euros room, you can have a double or triple room with the people on the same floor sharing a kitchen, shower, and bathroom, which are located at the end of the corridor. So it is common, right? Common kitchen, common showers. common bathrooms, or you can choose to live in the block with some other students. It is 120 euros for the room. So it is the students are living in those rooms. Those are double or triple rooms in a block of 2 rooms together. Yes, up to 5 people with one kitchen and 1 shower divided between the students who live in the same block. All right. So now I can see some more questions in the chat. So are the programs read by native English speakers or Lithuanians? Right. So yes, our lecturers are Lithuanians. Yes, but the lectures for the foreigners, for full-time students and Erasmus students are are given in English language. Also, sometimes it is given, many of the people in Lithuania, actually it's a post-Soviet country, so the people of the older generations, they can speak also Russian very well. So some of the lecturers, they have Russian as a second native language. Yes, so they are good. Many of our lecturers can have very good Russian knowledge skills as well. Right. Okay. So I guess you're asking also about the scholarships, if we have any scholarships. No, we don't have any scholarships at the moment for the full-time students, right? Okay. Another question in the chat, is there something like an open house? Not on quarantine times, of course. Open house. No, not an open house. It's like... our students are living in the dormitory, and then they spend the time most often together. So we have very active community actually of Erasmus students, also of our mentors, Lithuanian mentors, who are supporting our foreign students. So they organize different events together, and then they spend free time together, and then they have different cultural activities. So the community life is quite active here at our college, actually. Yes. Okay, now I can see another question about visas. All right, so visa, you have to apply your visa at your embassy. And then we are sending directly to the embassy the mediatory letter. So it is our responsibility to send the mediatory letter to the embassy, right? Yes. Okay, yes, now I can see these questions, but we need to go back to the slide, actually. Thank you for moderator for helping us, but actually we haven't finished our slides yet. So, right. So we were talking about visas. Yes, we will issue the mediatory letter online directly to the embassy. So it will be our responsibility to help you after you're admitted at the college. Right. Okay. Yes. Okay. There's another very good question here. What is the payment system for the whole year, semester, or monthly? Yes. Our full-time students are paying yearly, so per year. So each year, before the start of the year, you are paying the study fees, right? And then the fees were already mentioned in these slides, and also you can find this information, excuse me, on our website also about the payments. All right. Okay. So, okay. Yes, now I can see another question. Is it possible to enter our college in summer 2021? Yes, it is possible, but you need to submit your documents before the 15th of May. Before the 15th of May. If you have not graduated your school yet, yes, you need to submit the documents that you have already. And just mention in the email when you're submitting your documents that this is the situation. You have to mention the date when you receive your official diploma, and then you're going to send it a little bit later to us. Yes. All right. Yes, so you can continue writing these questions in the chat, and I will try to answer. I will be answering those. Okay, so I cannot see any more questions. So now let's continue the slides then. All right, so we have 2 libraries at the college, and in the video you saw that we have yes, there are 3 faculties at the college. There is design faculty, there is technical faculty, and there is civil engineering faculty at our college. And we have two buildings. One building is for design faculty and technical faculties, and the other one is for civil engineering, and also where our administration offices are located at the same place. So we have 2 big libraries. They are modern libraries, very beautiful ones. And you can borrow different books from there, journals. You can also use computers at the library, but also we advise you to take your own laptop with you when you come to study, but because it's always better to study from your room if you because we have also internet at our dormitories, yes. And in case if we have quarantine again, if we are unlucky, so then you will need your laptop for studies. Yes, also at the libraries you can print documents and make copies for a small charge. And we are using we are subscribed to these 3 databases at the library: EBSCO, Taylor and Francis, and Emerald Management. So you can use these online resources for articles, books, for researches, etc. All right. So another thing that it's important to be mentioned, that we have various partnerships with the colleges outside Lithuania. We have 86 colleges. We have partnerships with 86 colleges in Europe, in 27 countries. Yes, so before I continue with the slide, I can see another question. Yes, do I need to buy textbooks, access to online libraries? Yes, you don't need to buy anything. The databases are for free for our students. Yes, you don't need to buy any of those. And also physical books are there for you to be borrowed, right? So let's continue about our international cooperation aspect. So we have Erasmus program at the college, and each student who is studying at our college has a right to be a participant of the Erasmus program, which means that there are 12 months that each student can use for his or her studies, either for studies abroad somewhere in Europe or to make an internship, right? So these 12 months can be divided, for example, in 2 semesters, or it can be divided like you can make 1 semester abroad for 6 months, and then the remaining 6 months you can make an internship somewhere else again, right? So it is the program that allows you to study for 12 months, up to 12 months. It doesn't need to be exactly 12 months, it's up to 12 months, or to make internship up to 12 months, again, in various countries in Europe, right? There is another question by Alexei. Do you have study programs in Russian language? No, we don't have. They are in English, yes? Our study programs are in English. Okay. Right. So this is our website, en.vtdko.lt. And then there you will find more information about our website, and on our website or about our college. And any time if you have any questions, you can also write us an email. All our emails are also there on our website. Okay, right. So any more questions in the chat? Right, not at the moment. Okay. So I don't know how much you know about Lithuania. So anyway, so now let's see a short video about Lithuania. Yes, it is just, it will give you an idea why you should choose to study in Lithuania.
So, you're considering studying abroad? Looking for a place where the quality of studies meets your ambitions? A place where you could reach your full academic potential and kickstart your career? Look no further than Lithuania. Technological progress is in our blood, and great universities with advanced infrastructure enlist thousands of new students every year. People here speak English and Russian as a foreign language, and Lithuania is open to all cultures. Since 2004, Lithuania is the full member of the European Union. Choose Europe, choose Lithuania. Lithuania has great academic traditions. One of the oldest universities in the region was established in Vilnius in 1579 and is still going strong. Lithuania is one of the best educated countries in the world. 1 out of 3 people in Lithuania has higher education diploma. The high percentage of well-educated people makes the country strive for technological perfection and continuous innovation. This and the combination of infrastructure, which includes state-of-the-art scientific laboratories, modern scientific valleys, art incubators, and other facilities, creates magnificent educational environment. Choose from more than 300 study programs ranging from visual communications to nanochemistry, from IT engineering to aircraft piloting. All the diplomas from Lithuanian universities are acknowledged all over the European Union. Make Lithuania the starting point of your career as well. With a vast amount of international companies here, the place is perfect for your internships and further professional development. Lithuania offers great value for money for your studies. See more and do more. Student community in Lithuania is alive and kicking. Have any favorite pastime activity, be it playing music or sports, writing poems, constructing robots, flying drones? Well, there are places where and people with whom you can enjoy these activities after studies. And don't forget the traditional student festivals that incorporates serious and fun activities equally. Students from over 150 different countries have already chosen Lithuania to be their starting point. And this makes the country to be one of the fastest growing directions for new students. Pack your bags and get ready for the adventure in Lithuania.
All right. So now you made now you maybe it's more clear for you about maybe you know already some of you about Lithuania. The others might not know so many details about our country. So I just shortly summarize that. Again, I will repeat that our college is located in Vilnius, which is the capital of Lithuania, and Vilnius has more than 500,000 inhabitants. So it is quite a big city. So our national language is Lithuanian, but there are many people speaking Russian in Lithuania. and most of the young people can speak English, yes, because we are post-Soviet country, so especially the older generations, they are speaking Russian very well. So if you go to the shop, for example, or you walk in the street and then you want to ask something, so the person will might answer you in English or in Russian easily, right? So there are various student communities that you can join in here in Lithuania, such as Isaac, ESN, and others. And there are many also volunteering possibilities in Lithuania and in the capital Vilnius. So it is also sometimes the students who come here to study, sometimes they ask us for help to find some volunteering possibilities for them, because sometimes it's interesting. And through volunteering, you can also discover the local culture much better, right? So, and the cultural life is also quite active here in Lithuania. You can find many cultural activities happening here all year long. There are many cafes, restaurants, bars, and clubs in our city. Vilnius is very modern city. Yes. Lithuania is also a very green country. There is a lot of nature and beautiful places that you should visit during your stay in Lithuania. We have large part of Lithuania covered with forests. We have many lakes, rivers, and also we have a coast with a Baltic Sea of 99 kilometers. Right. I can see some more questions coming here. Yes, do students have some time for part-time work? Yes, some of the students have some time for part-time work, and some of the students can find jobs here, and then they can work also in the senior years. It is possible. Right, there's another question. What difficulties did the students encounter with admission last year due to quarantine? Well, there were not so many difficulties actually, because the submission of the documents for us is always the same time. It's the 15th of May. So and at that time we still had quarantine, yes, but all the submission of the documents was online, and then we started in September physical lectures. So actually there were not so many difficulties last year regarding the admission, yes, due to quarantine. All right. Do you have? There is another question. Do you have a support bureau for finding an internship? Yes, yes. Actually, we do, because as I have mentioned to you before, we have this Erasmus project running in our college. So every student has the possibility actually to have internship somewhere abroad, and then we are helping those students who want to participate in Erasmus internship to find an internship place. Yes, our Erasmus coordinators at the faculties are helping students in finding internship places. Also the same if for those who have to make internship in Lithuania during their studies. If they choose to make internship in Lithuania, also we are helping. Okay, there is one more question regarding holidays. When are the holidays? Yes, the holidays are there on our website also for each year, but normally we have Christmas holidays and Easter holidays, yes? So during Christmas and Easter, there's normally 1 week holiday, and also summertime, during summertime. So summertime holidays starts lasts from July up to August, 2 months. Okay, I'm reading the questions. Yes, another question. Is it possible to apply for admission in advance and add a certificate final exams course to them at the end of the school year? Yes, it is possible. I have already answered a similar question before. Of course, it is possible because our submission deadline is the 15th of May. But not all the students in different countries, the graduation time is different. It varies, right? So if you finish your school after the 15th of May, you just have to mention this when you're submitting your other documents before the 15th of May. And then you need to write us the date, when is your graduation date, and when you are receiving the diploma, right? Graduation diploma. Then you need to mention this as that you're going to send it later on. And then you need to write us the date when you are going to do that. Yes, so it is possible. Now there is another question here coming. Do you have programs only for international students? Yes, we have those programs only for international students. So these are the programs that we have mentioned in the slides. These are 5 study programs that are only for international students. So this is civil engineering, electrical and automation engineering, multimedia design, graphic design, and transport logistics. Yes, so these are for international students. Only for international students. Yes, of course, this is also for Lithuanian students, but at our college we have more study programs, but we don't organize them for international students. Only those 5 study programs that we organize in English language for international students. All right. Okay, so yes, there is another question. So we have only bachelor degree study program, only 3 years bachelor degree study program. We don't have masters or doctoral degrees at the college. There is another question. What are the most popular programs in the university? Yes. So I cannot see which are the most popular. All of them are actually popular, right? So we are always receiving more applications for the design study programs, probably. Yes, both from international students and from actually also local students, Lithuanians. So probably if I could answer this question, so the most popular would be those design study programs, but also actually engineering studying programs are becoming more and more popular nowadays. Okay. Any more questions? All right. Not at the moment. Okay. So in the meantime, when we are waiting for other questions, let's see another video. In this video, you will see an interview with Marina from Russia. Yes, she was our full-time student. She studied graphic design with us. So you can see a short video with her, and it is in Russian language with English subtitles. Okay, so now let's try to see this video.
Я выбрала учебу в Литве, потому что мне очень понравился Вильнюс как город. Мне кажется, что здесь очень комфортно жить и в то же время учиться. Это было довольно спонтанное решение, но в то же время я еще о нем, я просто о нем не пожалела, потому что мне здесь на самом деле очень нравится. Что немаловажно, хотя, может быть, это довольно такой сомнительный фактор, в Литве очень красиво, и в Литве очень приятно. И абсолютно все в течение моего дня, даже путь из дома до колледжа мне доставляет очень большое удовольствие, потому что здесь красиво, здесь уютно, здесь очень приятно жить, и мне здесь очень нравится. Мне очень нравится мой колледж, не только из-за того, что мне пришлись по душе дисциплины, которые я здесь получаю, но наиболее важный момент для меня – это преподаватели, которые мне это преподают. неожиданно для меня получилось так, что все люди, с которыми я имею дело, очень отзывчивы и всегда готовы мне помочь в каких-то трудных ситуациях, которые у меня могут возникнуть. То есть на самом деле я себя чувствую в плане отношения, как, не знаю, как в младших классах школы. Я знаю, что обо мне позаботятся, я знаю, что мне помогут, я знаю, что вопрос какой-то не останется нерешенным. И это вызывает довольно хорошие отношения, и это помогает мне в плане учебы. Я думаю, что посоветовать людям, которые выбрали бы учебу в Литве, стоит только одну вещь, и для них главное не бояться, потому что когда сидишь в своем городе, ходишь в свой университет, кажется, что куда-то переехать и начать учиться в другой стране, что-то очень сложное, почти невыполнимое. Кажется, что это будет сопровождаться огромным количеством трудностей, но на самом деле уже в течение происходящего, то есть когда я сюда приехала, когда я начала учиться, я поняла, что ничего страшного нет. В принципе, все, что происходит, все возможно и как бы все подвластно.
All right, so I can see another question in the chat. Did you graduate from this university, and if so, why did you choose it? Actually, no, myself, I have not graduated from our college. I have studied in another place in Lithuania, but actually my sister wanted to study at this college, in particular in Multimedia Design Study Program. And when I was asking her why, she said that actually it is our college is very well known in Lithuania for the design study programs, because we have good preparation of the students. And also regarding our civil engineering faculty study programs, this is very old faculty. Our college started from our civil engineering faculty, and it is known by our parents very well. It was very famous actually in these days. So also we are preparing quite good specialists in this engineering area. All right, any more questions? Not at this moment. Right. Okay. So as I cannot see any more questions, there is another video that I would like to share with you. It is a little bit longer video. It is about our technical faculty. So this is where our electrical and automation engineering study program takes place. As I said to you before, our technical faculty is in the same building with the design faculty. So in this place, also our design study program students study as well. So those who are going to choose the graphic design or multimedia design study programs, you will be studying in the same building. You will be using some of the same auditoriums, halls, yes, cafeteria, etc. Yes, and you will see our laboratories here in this video. So especially those who are going to study electrical and automation engineering, you can see how our laboratories function. Okay. Yes, before I start this video, I can see some other questions. So before I start another video, I would like to answer these questions. Where can I read a full list of your programs? Yes, it's on our website. Yeah, just go to our website and it's there in English, yes, with all the details. Okay, so now let's see another video.
We are at the technical faculty where the studies of the study field program take place. The building was renovated in 2014. It's equipped with auditoriums, laboratories, a library, and other study spaces. The infrastructure of building is also adapted for students with disabilities. There are spaces for students to relax and communicate in the students' rest zone. Meetings with the Erasmus Plus participants, graduates, are organized in Art of State Cinema Hall, as well as project presentations. Conferences, career days, meetings, discussions, and festive events take place in the Assembly Hall. A modern gym is equipped for students' needs, where students physically develop sports skills and strengthen their health, as well as participate in group trainings with professional coaches. In the spacious premises of the college library, students can study independently, and lecturers can prepare for their lectures and improve their professional competencies. Students and lecturers can access the electronic resource subscribed by the college library from computers in the college reading auditorium or online. The college is a member of Lithuanian Research Library Consortium and participates in the project of this organization, opening of the online research databases for Lithuania. The library subscribes to 3 international databases: EBSCO Publishing, Taylor and Francis Online Library, Emerald Management, eJournals Collection. The latest information provided in the databases helps to perform various tasks, deepen knowledge independently, and achieve the study result for a study curriculum. The college library subscribes to electronic books published by Vilnius Gediminas Technical University Publishing House Technica and Kaunas Technical University Publishing House Technologija. Most of these books are in Lithuania. The Vilnius College of Technologies and Design virtual library is being created through the system of Lithuanian Academic Electronic Library ELABA. The library contains methodological instruction for the course papers, self-study tasks, and final thesis of the study program. 207. Information Technologies Auditorium. The software in Information Technologies Auditorium is designed to improve students' knowledge and skills in information technologies. Students of technological study programs create the digital product prototypes, perform design, documentation, and visualization actions with Autodesk Inventor 2020 software. The program's capabilities provide users with a wide range of standard components, models, fasteners, frames, shaft parts, etc. With the help of digital prototypes, students can estimate the weight of the developed product, perform strength and dynamic calculations. With such a prototype of 3D product, it is possible to test the product before the actual production of the item, thus avoiding possible discrepancies. 209A, 209B, Physics Laboratory. The physics laboratory is designed to develop students' experimental skills for work with the modern experimental equipment, to provide knowledge about methods of measuring physical quantities, processing of experimental results, their computer modeling, presentation and evaluation of measurement errors. Students perform practical works in various fields of physics: mechanics, acoustics, molecular physics, and thermodynamics, electromagnetism, and optics. Some works are designed by a computer in a virtual environment, increasing the variations of various physical actions, expanding the boundaries of tasks. 102. Electrical Engineering Laboratory. In the Electrical Engineering Laboratory, students deepen their theoretical knowledge of electrical engineering. Using specialized equipment and measuring devices, they practically check the laws of electrical engineering, performing laboratory and practical works. 108. Electronics Laboratory. Theoretical knowledge of electronics is applied in the practice, performing laboratory works using technical equipment. Using the laboratory stands of linear electrical circuits, students gain knowledge about the main electronic elements, diodes, transistors, operational amplifiers, get acquainted with their parameters, learn to measure their characteristics, form and study the following units of elements: rectifiers, amplifiers, harmonic vibration generators, study the signal forms using the digital oscilloscope, determine the causes of faults in the circuits. 152. Electrical Equipment Laboratory. Practical works, final project layouts, interdisciplinary and experimental development projects have been carried out in the laboratory. Specialized electrical equipment installation stands, final projects layouts have been used for implementation of practical works. In the laboratory, which is equipped with the up-to-date equipment and follows the European standards, students apply innovative technical solutions and implement them in the production of experimental development products. In the part of laboratory dedicated to design work, students using the software design printed circuits, PSB boards, and draw detailed drawings of parts. Prototypes of parts printed on 3D printers are used to produce various projects. The practical work forms an advanced approach of a future specialist to the application of modern electrical equipment. 001 Pneumatic Laboratory. In the pneumatic laboratory, which was equipped following the latest requirements, students using the Lucas Nulle stands acquire the basic knowledge of pneumatic systems. Festo Step Controller FPC 101 has been used as an interface module and combines electronic control with pneumatic actuators. During practical work activities, students acquire knowledge about the functions of the main components and basic circuits and their control. Later, they apply the knowledge of electrically operated pneumatics fields and skills of operating and analysis. During classes, students assemble, disassemble, and design modules and systems, thus gaining the ability to plan and organize works and evaluate the obtained results. 002 Computer Modeling Laboratory. In the computer modeling laboratory, students acquire skills and abilities to apply computer design technologies, creating models of parts, generating drawings of parts using 3D parametric professional visualization system SolidWorks, then creating 3D models of parts of their compounds. Simulation calculations of strengths and deformations according to the chosen materials have been performed. With the help of modern laboratory equipment, qualified specialists who are able to individually implement and solve various transport engineering tasks have been trained. Laboratory computer equipment is used for preparation of students' final projects. Students participate in national drawing competitions and win prizes. In the technical measurements laboratory, students perform technical measurements using various mechanical and optical measuring devices. Measurements of parts have been performed with calipers, micrometers, protractors, depth gauges, measurements of shaft, radial, and rear shocks. Students check the geometrical parameters of threads, evaluate the quality of the product, perform the analysis of part deviations, and analyze the statistical evaluations. 011 Mechanics Laboratory. In the mechanics laboratory, students apply theoretical knowledge of mechanics. The model for performance of experience of physics, MECA number 1, has been used for static experiments of non-deformable body, and model MECA number 2 has been used for performance of laboratory works of dynamics. Using the tech equipment, a set of experiments for machine elements, students analyze efficiency of belt, chain, worm, cylindrical pinion, and conical pinion gears. The laboratory contains various other equipment: pinions, slip frictions, stands, Audi A6 mechanical gearbox stand, and other. In the consumables laboratory, students are introduced to operating fluids used in cars. During laboratory works, we analyze the physics properties of operating fluids, such as oils, coolants, brake fluids, and the change of these properties during the exploitation of car. 173. Repair Technology Laboratory. Students who study the subject automobile repair technology perform laboratory and practical works in repair technology laboratory. During them, students measure and defect various parts of internal combustion engine, crankshaft, camshafts, connecting rods, sleeves, and other units. Faults and their elimination methods have been analyzed. The existing equipment is used during outsourced expertise, identifying failures of internal combustion engines and their causes. 253. Automotive Electrical Equipment and Control Systems Laboratory. This laboratory is equipped with the most important equipment, methodological materials, and tools for acquiring new knowledge, skills, and deepening them in the fields of automotive electrical equipment and control systems. Here students get acquainted with the main components of an automobile, the latest systems, their operating features, and guidelines for improvement. They demonstrate the acquired new technology and skills by performing practical works not only in this laboratory but also with the real cars and their unit simulators, which are established in the internal combustion engines, car diagnostics, and Toyota technical training laboratories. 254. Traffic Safety Auditorium. Students perform practical works during which they analyze the parameters influencing the safety of traffic participants, such as traffic organization, technical condition of vehicles, weather conditions, and the impact of the human factor. Demonstration measures help to acquaint students with novelties in the road traffic rules, driving peculiarities in difficult traffic conditions. 155 and 060. Toyota Technical Training Center. After signing a cooperation agreement with a strategic partner Toyota Baltic AS, Toyota Technical Training Center was established in the college in 2006. Since then, the college has been participating in the Toyota Technical Education Program with more than 350 institutions of higher education worldwide. The training center is equipped with modern diagnostic equipment, car simulators, and training stands. Students have the access to use Toyota technical database. Practical and laboratory works of following study program subjects have been performed in the laboratory: car diagnostics, car construction, car electrical equipment, engine, car control units programming. The training center hosts the presentation of new Toyota and Lexus models and holds technical training. 058. Practical Training Laboratory. In the Practical Training Laboratory, students carry out practical works aimed at developing applied scientific and experimental activities in the field of transport. In the laboratory, students practically master assembly technologies of car engines, electrical equipment, transmissions, steering mechanisms, and brake systems. Welding, soldering, and electrical installation practical skills gained by students during the technological practice have been applied performing experimental development, interdisciplinary projects, research, and final projects. In the laboratory, students carry out experimental development projects in the implementation of which students of different study fields are involved. During the implementation of the projects, the first sports car in Lithuania, Student Formula, which complies with the official international rules and twice participated in the international competition, was made. Also, the electric go-kart, the sports go-karts, and the side-sliding tricycle were also made. They have been included in the study process, participate in applied research. 056. Automobile Technical Maintenance Laboratory. In the Automobile Technical Maintenance Laboratory, students perform the analysis of car wheel geometry parameters, determine the causes of failures, and provide repair methods. The chassis test stand is used to identify chassis failures to assess the overall technical condition of the car. With wheel mounting and balancing equipment, students learn to properly diagnose and repair wheel and tire failures. Laboratory uses various equipment for the other car maintenance works. 057. Automobile Diagnostics Laboratory. In the diagnostics laboratory, students perform practical works on automobile engine, electrical equipment, transmission, and chassis. Automobile simulators presented by Toyota Baltic are adapted to the study process and are used for practical works. The equipment, which is renewed every year, allows students to acquire necessary practical skills and competences, and the available modern equipment helps to prepare a qualified specialist who is able to perform the detailed diagnostic of the car. The laboratory equipment is also used for preparation of students' final projects and conducting of applied research. The obtained research results are presented in the articles which are published in scientific publications. 054. Laboratory of Internal Combustion Engines. The laboratory equipment is designed to analyze the structure and operation of internal combustion engines, to perform diagnostics and maintenance works, to measure the performance of internal combustion engines. With the equipment in the laboratory, the ecological and energy parameters of internal combustion engines have been analyzed using alternative fuels, changing engine design and control modes. Laboratory equipment of internal combustion engines can be divided into following groups: engine training stands and engine test benches, diagnostic equipment for electronic engine systems, power supply systems, and mechanical systems, engine performance test equipment, ecological indicators, exhaust gas analyzer, opacimeter, particle counter, energetic indicators, engine load device, in-cylinder parameters, measuring system of in-cylinder pressure, tool kits for internal combustion engine dismantling and assembling works. 270. Visual and Security Systems, Communications and Maintenance Laboratory. The laboratory is equipped with a video surveillance system with optical transmission equipment, channel switching center, PC terminal with control equipment, portable PC terminal, speaker equipment, and other equipment. Students get acquainted with the structure of communication systems and data transmission and processing systems used in the traffic management and control processes. Analyze the principle of operation and equipment relationship, methods of ensuring the safety and reliability of railway communication systems. Students perform experimental computer modeling works, analyzing security and fire protection systems, diagnosing system failures and restoring them to their original position. 016. Traffic Management Systems Laboratory. The Relay Traffic Management Systems Laboratory is equipped with real relay station and intermediate station systems operating on railways. Students diagnose system failures and analyze their causes, get acquainted with switchgear control schemes, analyze them, diagnose failures, and provide measures to eliminate them. The electrohydraulic spur gear, together with the peak fragment which is in the laboratory, is used by students to study the automated gear diagnostic system. An electronic system of generators and receivers have been implemented in the research training stand of tonal frequency track circuits, where the research work is related to the analysis of complex signals and the synthesis of the system operation. The research results are used in the preparation of final projects and publications. 260. Microprocessor Traffic Management Systems Laboratory. The laboratory is equipped with the Station Microprocessor Rail Traffic Management System, the operation of which is based on the principle of Axle Counter System, Level Crossing Microprocessor Control System, where the controlled level crossings and station traffic lights, partition, switch drive, inductive road sensors are functioning as part of Axle Counter field equipment. Students get acquainted with the principles of operation of automatic train traffic management and control systems and equipment, master the structure of traffic management, control, data transmission and processing systems, analyze these causes of signaling equipment malfunction, design these systems. 208. Railway Traffic Management Systems Laboratory. The training equipment installed in the laboratory consists of computers connected to a general network. On each computer, the station or traffic control center workstation software can be run to simulate the station attendants or traffic controllers' workstations. The railway traffic management system is the same as the one newly installed in the Lithuanian Railways Company. Students in the real workplace prepare train pickup and drop-off routes, ensuring safe train traffic on railways lines and stations. They analyze dangerous situations for traffic safety and efficiency, coordinate traffic breaks for railway structure maintenance and repair works. 205. Rolling Stock Operation Laboratory. The laboratory is equipped with a Siemens ER20CF freight train simulator. Students analyze the composition acting on traction forces, are able to evaluate the interaction of rolling stock control, command and signaling, the interaction of automatic locomotive signaling and road traffic signaling. They get acquainted with ecological driving, estimate fuel consumption. A modern brake test stand has been installed, with the help of which students perform tests of brake equipment and their operation control on trains. Railway Training Ground. Route relay interlocking and automatic road blocking devices are installed in the railway training ground. The equipment is connected to switches, track circuits, traffic lights and level crossings located in the outdoor area. Students during practical works in real conditions realize the principles of equipment operation, analyze various schemes and the introduced faults, locate and eliminate them.
All right, so thank you for those who still stayed with us here after this long presentation. So I can see there is one more question here in the chat, which has not been answered. And it is, what do you think, which of your specialties will be the most demanded in Lithuania in 10 to 15 years? Well, it's quite a difficult question. But why in 10, 15 years? It is a very long distance from now on, right? So if you are thinking to study at our college, so you will be graduate after 3 years. And regarding the demand in the labor market, actually, I could say that all these specialties are very demanded currently, actually, already. Because I'm saying that because as I've told you already before in the presentation, that at our college, all the students have the possibility to carry out Erasmus program, to take part in the Erasmus program, when they have the possibility to study or make an internship abroad, and then they receive scholarship during this Erasmus program abroad, up to 12 months. And very often, actually, we have this difficulty that the students, even though they would like to participate in this Erasmus program opportunity, but they can't go because they are already working. They have already work in the area of their specialty. Yes, it is very often our students find a job in the last year of their studies, because all these specialties are very demanded currently in Lithuania, especially the design study programs. We have difficulties finding those who would like to participate in Erasmus program, because most of them, they already are working. Yes, also for the transport logistics, there is a big demand. Not only in Lithuania, abroad, also in Poland, for example. The same for engineering study programs. Sometimes we even receive requests from companies to have our students to make internship in their companies, both locally here in Lithuania, but also abroad. As the most recent example is from Poland, we have received 3 requests for free students to carry out internship, because very often those students are staying in those companies as an employers after making their internship. So I can see that all these specialities that all the study programs that we provide at our college are very demanded actually currently. I don't know what will happen in 10-15 years, but for sure currently our students, these specialities are in a demand in the labor market. All right, so let's see if we have some other questions, right? If no, we have prepared for you one more video because it is another interesting thing about studying at our college is that we are participating in various projects besides the Erasmus project, yes? So throughout its 3 years of studies at the college, the student has a possibility to participate in different projects, both locally and in international projects, both national and international projects. Now we're going to see a short video in which you will see how VTDK, our college, Vilnius College of Technologies and Design, participated in the annual Culture Night Festival. I guess it was in 2017, if I'm not wrong. This festival takes place in Lithuania every year, where different artists make installations, performances, concerts, and other cultural activities all over the capital city. During this festival, the college, with its design faculty students, created a CD reflector, where the festival participants had the possibility to take part in the interactive activities. I think it's a nice video to see how our students are involved in various community activities. So it is during the studies, they also have opportunities to spend a good time through participation in various projects. Okay, so now let's take a look. Let's take a look. For some reason, the video doesn't want to show up. Okay, once again, let's try. All right, so now let's see if we have any more questions in the chat. Not yet. Okay, if not, we don't have at the moment any questions. Let's see another video about our project, which was carried out by our college with the Ministry of Environment. This project was called Sustainable House and was carried out by the design faculty lecturers and students. You will see in this video that the team of this project organizers created a house on wheels, and for the interior of the house, they applied simple and easily accessible solutions. As you will see it in the video, from all skis, they made a magazine holder. From old plates, they created mirror decorations. From old luggage, they made cupboard, and etc., etc. All right, so now let's see the video. All right. So I would just like to say some more information about this project. So the opening of this exposition, Sustainable House, as you might have recognized it, if somebody of you, of course, knows Vilnius a little bit, was carried out in the city town hall square. And this mobile house was traveling throughout Lithuania with the students for 3 months, telling the people how it is possible to make the old objects resurrect into a new life. During the project events, the visitors of this project participated in various interactive activities, which invited them to become responsible consumers by reminding about the necessity to reduce our everyday waste. During 3 months of its implementation, the project Sustainable House visited 120 towns and villages all over Lithuania. So we wanted to show you this video just to show you how we involve our students in various different community activities. So our college is not only about studying like from books, but also participating with other students and the community in various activities. All right, so now I can see that our time is already going to an end. So I would like to say thank you very much to everybody who participated today in our presentation. So if you have any more questions, you can write it in the chat. If you want to receive more information, you can always write us an email, which you will find it on our website. And all more detailed information is there on our website. You can read more information about our study programs in detail. You can find information about other different all this information that we discussed in the presentation. You can find on our website. You can Google Vilnius College of Technologies and Design, and then there will be our website. But as I told you before, you can always write us an email or even call us. There's also our telephone number there. But the most important information, if you have decided that you would like to study at our college, the submission deadline is the 15th of May. And again, all the information about the required documents you can find there on our website. So thank you very much for everybody. And now let's see just a very short last video. I will still be here for some time for answering your questions if you might have any. And once again, thank you very much.